Welcome back to the Snazzy Jazzy History Channel with your hosts, Gary, Choo Choo, and B. This week, our guest speaker is Professor Jared Diamond, with Guns, Germs, and Steel. Jared, you have the floor.
It's a pleasure to be here on your show, Gary. My name is Jared Diamond, and I love watching birds. Ooh, there's one right now. Sorry about that. So, while I was watching birds in Papua New Guinea, I was asked a question by a local politician of theirs, Yali.
Why you white men have so much cargo and we New Guineans have so little?
I see Yali's shadow in my room. Can't take back the cargo I gave you. It's to the point where I'm contemplating you. Why do white men have so much more cargo than you? Oh, answers, well, I had none. That question was the one I meant to read up book on Germs and Steel. Europeans, the one plants animals better than the species in New Guinea.
Would you care to elaborate? I can't keep up with today's music trends. I'll just do it for him. So, you know how the world has different climates? They stay relatively similar upon the lines of latitude, and change drastically upon lines of longitude. In the northern temperate zones of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, the climate allowed for the most efficient natural resources available, like wheat, a readily available plant that could be stored, and goats, which the people domesticated and farmed for food, clothing, and agricultural assistance, allowing them time to focus on strengthening their civilization. But Papua New Guinea wasn't so lucky. There aren't any domesticable animals, and they spend too much of their time finding food to focus on inventing things, aka cargo. How do you feel, knowing that you are one of the reasons why the world is the way it is today? No response. He is that flattered. There is one very important thing to mention. On Jared Diamond's list of large domesticable mammals for agriculture, the alpaca wasn't on there, even though it met all the criteria. How do you feel, knowing that you were discriminated against and excluded from Jared Diamond's list? No response. She is that disgusted with him. So much so that she won't even speak of him. We live in the United States of America, and the only reason why we're so technologically advanced is because of what Europe brought over along lines of latitude during their conquest. Conquest?
Yes, conquest.
Jared, you're still here?
I'm the professor, don't interrupt me. Once the Europeans had fiddled around with things over generations and created guns and steel weaponry, they were hungry for more land to call their own. So they sailed over to other continents and fought against civilizations, the power of guns, germs, and steel prevailing over the Native Americans and Africans.
Example, the Inca of Peru. The Spanish conquistadors had more advanced weapons than the Inca, and they used their horses to their advantage. The Inca had never seen horses before, although the war itself started because of a rather silly reason, in my opinion. Convert to Christianity! What is this? You disrespected Jesus!
While the Spanish had won the battle with their weapons, the diseases they brought over from Europe were the real killers.
Over generations, Europeans built up resistance to diseases like smallpox. But the South Americans had no resistance to this disease, previously unknown to them. What about Africa and malaria?
To summarize, the plants and animals available in different parts of the world were what gave certain people the edge in building complex, well-standing civilizations. Europe had the best geographic look, giving them time to invent things, and their inventions aided them in conquest of other lands, as well as the diseases they took with them. The people in some areas, such as Africa, knew how to evade disease, but European conquest made it easier for it to strike, and now children in Africa are dying at an alarming rate, and all the focus on the disease means there's no time to work on strengthening their economy.
Is there anything we can do to help the Africans? We could take a stand to fund the doctors working on new vaccinations for malaria, cheap enough for poor Zambian families to use, and insecticide-filled bed nets are another way to help. Speak up. Show that you care about this to your local politicians as well. This has been the Snazzy Jazzy History Channel with Gary, Choo Choo, and Bee, featuring Professor Jared Diamond. Thank you for watching. Ugh! Disrespecting Jesus, Saria. What? I didn't... Choo Choo! No! No!
I see Ollie's shadow in my room. Can't take back the cargo I gave you. It's to the point where I'm contemplating you. Why do white men have so much more cargo than you?